All right, welcome everyone. Today we're going to talk about the 4 best lead magnets to increase your outreach percentage. Here's number 1, service-based lead magnet. What is a service-based lead magnet? That's doing something for free for someone. So a free sample of your service. A couple examples are 100 verified contacts. If you're selling a leads database, demonstrate value, maybe create shorts for someone, create thumbnails for them, basically doing something for free and giving it to them for free and hoping that people will buy from you. And the reason why this is so impactful is basically you are showing that you're capable of doing something and while actually being capable of doing something. So a lot of people will be a lot of talk, not as much action. And one way you can actually get away with this by not actually doing the work, pre-work, which I always recommend if you can do the pre-work, if you don't have a lot of testimonials behind you, and if you're not as desperate for new leads, just say, hey, this is what I do, love to do it for you. All you have to reply is yes. So just reply yes. So let's just say you do shorts. Hey, look, I will send I'll create shorts for you. All you have to do is reply yes. Perfect. The person replies yes. You create these shorts, send them to them. The other way to do it is create the shorts, send it to them, and just say, hey, create all these shorts for you. Love to know your feedback. So there's 2 different ways of doing this. Message send can be quick or it can be long, depending if you do the work before you send it or if you do the work after. And then the delivery is actually kind of long, depending if you do it before or if you do it after. Cost, I would say, is a medium cost, 2 out of 3 costs. All right. Then before we get to the next one, I want to say you want to solve a problem that leads to your solution or makes them take one more step forward to using your solution. So for instance, if you just have an offer and if you're just offering stuff over cold outreach, you're basically trying to get people to jump from potential customer to straight on to a sale, right? And this is extremely difficult, especially if you don't have a lot of proof, especially if you're just getting started. And even if you're not just getting started, the last thing you want to do is you want to basically get people to jump. How hard is it to get anyone to jump over a cliff? Super hard. They don't feel like they are possible. There's so many outcomes. There's so many problems. But if you can demonstrate that you're capable of doing something or at least helping them, you gain a little bit of that trust. So right here, look, hard, potential customer or to sale, extremely hard. Basically, you have to get them to pay. You have to get them to jump. But if you offer a lead magnet, what you're doing is you're offering a bridge. So you're giving that potential customer a lead magnet and then to the sale. And now the other thing that's great about this is, if they take your lead magnet, they are a potential customer, right? Because you want to make sure your lead magnet is directly related to the sale. And you might be saying, well, if I do the service-based lead magnet, how is that exactly getting them to the sale? Because I'm already doing the work for them. That's right. You are creating a drug and you want to keep them on that drug. Now, don't do any illegal drugs. What I'm just saying is you're basically selling them candy. And once they have the candy, they can't get off of it. All right. Number 2, direct access with a free course or community. This is something that I'm doing right now. It's super duper effective. And the reason why is because, look, people have questions. And especially if you're good at what you do is you set up a free course on School. If you haven't seen the ads for it, you should be on School. Link in the description if you want to create a School community. Use my link. It is an affiliate link. I would appreciate it. What you're going to do is you're going to provide access to yourself via a School community. Now, I would add a course, and the course, think about this, should be something that is related to your offer. And now, do not create a course that is creating your offer. So for instance, if you do cold email, don't create a course that says, here's how to create all the cold email or how to send all this cold email. You want to keep some of those proprietary information on the background. But what you can do is create a course that says, here's how to write the perfect cold outreach. And so they're going to write the perfect cold outreach email. And then you're going to tell them at the end, be like, look, now you have to set up all the domains. You have to make sure the emails are verified. We use Clay to, we'd use all these special things to make sure all these emails are getting in the right inboxes. So look, sell something that is going to lead them to the next thing. And you might be able to say, look, I will send the first 1,000 emails. I'll get you 2 or 3 customers. And once I get 2 or 3 customers, like, look, maybe this guy should just be sending our emails for us. It's super easy. I just pay him and I get clients. All right. So use Skool, number one. Okay. You can offer yourself a course and a valuable process that you use. And then what you can do is once they're in that community, now you can nurture them. Now you can post in that community. And now you have their email. You have a really low lead magnet. You can just do it for free. Once you do that, now you have them hook, line, seeker. You can basically offer them. You can call them. You can talk to them. You can figure out where they're at. And the very last thing I'm going to talk about in this video is exactly how to even follow up, because the follow up is the most important part of sending a lead magnet. So use Skool. Actually give away something for free. Don't just say, oh, everything's paid now. Engage with the community. Make sure you're in that. Answer questions. Maybe do a once a month thing. Answer some questions. You can also just do this on Slack. DM these people. Once they join the community, hey, let me get you on an onboarding call. Let me show you how to do this. You get these people on an onboarding call, understand exactly where they're at, what their concerns is, and then you basically say, hey, like, this is where you need to start. This is where you need to go, right? And then after 2 days, make sure you do the follow-up and all that stuff. So what's the message? The message sends extremely quickly. It's extremely easy to send out, a lot of these. Say, hey, join my free community. I'm doing this free community. I'm doing this. Delivery, it's kind of medium. It does take some effort, especially to get into the community, to create this course. Cost, I would say it's pretty cheap. Look, another key aspect of these lead magnets is the easier it is to say yes, the more you will, the easier it is to say yes, the more you will get. So try to make it so all the person has to reply is 100% thumbs up. Make your lead magnet easy for your ICP and not easy for your non-ICP. So you want to try to pre-qualify them. So if someone like, hey, I'll write your cold email DM scripts or your cold email scripts. Well, that person is going to have to be using cold email. If you just say, hey, I'll write your cold DM scripts, not as good. If people aren't taking you up on your lead magnet, it's not good enough. And then here's the thing. Why do you want to create a lead magnet? Because it's an evergreen way of creating leads. Unlike creating ads where you have to continue to change the ads, you could give away this lead magnet for years to come. Alex Hormozi wrote books years ago, and he's still using them as lead magnets. Get that into your head. The better you make a lead magnet, the better it is. The less you'll have to remake it. Okay. Third is a Loom audit strategy. I think we've all seen these. This is in a sense what I'm doing here, but you basically take a screen recording of your face, if you can, with their website in the background. If you're doing website audit, with their profile in the background, if it's the profile, and look, create 3 or 4 high quality ones of these, like super high quality, and be like, hey, and send those off. It's going to take you a couple hours to make those, and then after you made a bunch of really, really good ones, then just send those to your next prospects. Be like, look, this is what we did for a prospect A. We would love to do the same for you. Are you interested? So conduct a Loom audit, or a DM of their content or the DM strategy. Offer actionable insights. Try to actually provide something actionable. Take the video with the profile in the background. Do an in-depth view. Actually talk about them. Send this in a DM. You can do the automate. You can automate this by doing it for one person, asking if they would like the same thing for something similar. So, hey, I did this for this guy. You're interested in something like this? Offer it for free. You will get more replies if you just do it for them directly. But when you're trying to scale cold outreach, you want to try to think of how can I actually scale this? Framework, agenda. First thing is open the video. Hey, this is what we're going to talk about. This is what I'm going to do. Here's the value. Here's what we do. Here's the problem that we solve. Here's what we're seeing that you're solving. Here's 2 or 3 things that we think you could do to solve. Look, we could solve these for you. We could do it in less than an hour. If you're interested, hit me up. A really, really good tip for this is if you actually make the things that they can change 2 to 3, takes you 2 to 3 hours to change. And then if they're like, and make it kind of not simple, but don't do it. Hey, this is your DM strategy. We could, start sending 1,000 cold DMs a month. Okay. Too much. To say, hey, we see this as your cold DM strategy. We'd love to write some cold DMs for you. Are you interested? Yes. Send the cold DMs. Be like 2-3 hours later. Hey, these are your cold DMs. What do you think? And then just try to follow up with them. Message send. It's kind of longer. Delivery, really short because you already made the video. Now you basically get them as a customer. And then cost, it's actually pretty low, probably one of the lower ones out here. How good should you make it? Look, like I said, Alex Hormozi made his videos or made his books a couple years ago, still selling them as lead magnets. The better you make it, the more that you can use it and the less you have to redo it. Last one is a free trial. What's the difference between a free trial and offering a service? Okay, a free trial is best for a SaaS, is actually doing the work for them. So for instance, doing a service-based lead magnet is kind of like saying, hey, look, here's a couple thumbnails. Let me know what you like it. But a free trial is like, look, we're going to do it for an extended period of time. We want to have an engagement with you here. And it's best for like, if you're a SaaS company or an agency, this is a really, really really powerful one for you. And a free trial, I've really noticed lately, especially they're kind of overdone. And look, try to, especially if you're a SaaS company, try to give away more. So let's just say if you're giving away, 100 free leads on your website, when you're doing DMs, be like, look, we only give 100 away, but we're willing to give you 300. Try to just give that a little extra incentive for people to reach out to you. If you're a SaaS company, try to work for a month for them for free, something like that. Look, message send, once again, it's pretty short. Delivery, it's actually pretty long, and this is one of the more expensive ones to use. Okay, so here's a couple frequently asked questions about lead magnets. How different does it need to be than maybe your competitors? Look, it doesn't have to be that much different. Just readjust some things, change some stuff around, maybe name it differently. People like free stuff, and especially if it's free stuff that's applicable to them, they will purchase it or they will actually want it. What makes a good lead magnet? It needs to be applicable to your service or lead into your service. Now, here's the thing: giving out T-shirts doesn't help people become aware. It does help people become aware of your brand, but it doesn't usually lead to anything. You want to solve a problem that leads to a solution. So, for instance, you don't want to give out T-shirts if you're doing thumbnails. How about you give away, 1 or 2 thumbnails, or show them how they can improve their thumbnails? That's going to lead to your service of doing their thumbnails for you. For instance, lead database, giving away 5 or 100 high-quality leads, lead agency, writing cold emails campaign, or setting up the cold outreach domain, something like this. One of the biggest problems I see is you're giving away your core offering in the lead magnet. And this is actually fine if you're doing a free service, but especially in your lead magnet, if you can make it so you're not giving away your entire free service, you're basically showing how valuable you are, or you're demonstrating your authority in the space. One key thing is, does your lead magnet need to be free? 100% definitely it does not. Look, people that pay you are 100% more likely to pay you again. 100%, it's not a science, but I will guarantee you, if someone pays you, they're more likely to pay you again. And that's because now they are invested. Whether or not it's a psychological thing, once someone pays you something, they're more likely to pay you again than people that don't pay you. So if you can sell your lead magnet for like $10, $20, $50 even, you got this person hooked. If you can get someone for $99, which is kind of high for a lead magnet, you're on. All right, here's real quick steps to create a lead magnet if you don't even know where to get started. Figure out what the problem is, figure out how to solve it, figure out how to deliver it, test the name, make it easy to consume, make it darn good, and make it easy for them to tell you they want more. These seem like they're right out of the Leads book by Alex Hormozi. They actually are. So the first step is you need to think about what your final offer is, all right? Not, I want to make people $1 million. No. The final offer that you give them is, hey, I want to get them more clicks on the YouTube channel through thumbnails, something specific like that, and make it narrow enough. What's the final state of your customer? Getting more views on the YouTube channel through thumbnails. Okay, perfect. So Alex said there's 3 different lead magnets. Reveal an issue, sample or trials, or a free step, right? So reveal an issue. Show them what's wrong. This is the loom. Sample or trials. This is number 2 and number 4. Right here. Number 1, And number 4, okay? And then first step, right? Hey, I'll set up your cold email domains for free. All right, delivery. How are you going to deliver them? Software tools? Is it information? Is it services? Is it physical? Figure out exactly how you're going to deliver it. Look, I'll be straight up with you. If you can actually physically offer something that's part of your service physically, YouTube does this super well. ClickFunnels does this super well. They actually give a physical product to someone. When you have a physical product from something, it just creates some sort of different connection than if it's just over the internet. Okay, name it. Your name is important as your product you're giving away. Remember, it needs to be something that seems valuable to your customer while not taking too much of their time. Basically, you're willing to pay time it takes to consume it. And now people's time, especially business owners, their time is one of the most valuable things. So if your lead magnet takes more time, then it seems valuable. They just won't do it. I've been offered so many times for people to help me out with my YouTube strategy. It literally, for me, it will take more time for me to sit on a call with these people than it seems like it would make sense. Okay, make it easy to consume. Make sure that whatever you do, it's super easy for them, right? I'm not going to go through all this. Make it good. If your free thing sucks, it will reflect on your actual service. Look, if you're giving something away for free and it sucks, they will just think that you suck. Yes, people equate free things or low-cost things with the total thing. This is why Apple never skips on their cheap products. They make them as good as possible because they know that the manual means as much as the iPhone. Okay, they know that the cord means as much as the iPhone. Now, the cord might not be robust, but it feels nice. It looks nice. All right, so make it good. Make sure everything has a call to action. This is something that I see so much from creators. They don't have any call to action. I barely have a call to action. Make sure you do that. And then follow up. One of the most critical parts of cold DMing, especially when you're sending a lead magnet, is following up. A lot of times people will read the DM and they won't reply because they get busy. So here's my follow-up. Once you get an engaged lead, you need to be following up with these people, make sure that they are happy. So 2 things. Follow up at least 2 times, maybe 3 times if you're offering something for free. And once someone replies yes, do not give up on them until they say, I don't ever want to speak to you ever again. Now, use your judgment, but once they say yes, you know that at least they have some sort of interest in it, right? Make sure that there's a reason behind your follow-up. So don't follow up with, hey, just checking on this. Say something like, hey, we see people that are using our lead magnet, have a question about X. Were you able to understand this step? Or, hey, we are always looking for feedback on this lead magnet. Is this what you're expecting? Something like that. And here's the cadence how you use. Every 2 days, 5 days, 7 days, and 14 days. You can even follow up more after this. But look, you should have the person kind of ready to go around them. Now, if your lead magnet takes longer, maybe it's a 30-day lead magnet, still follow up in this cadence just to be checking in with them. And they might get annoyed, so maybe you spread it out a little bit more. But it's better to follow up more than to not follow up at all. I see a lot of people offering free lead magnets, and they stop following up. It's insane. So try to do that. All right. Check out my school community. Hope this helps. Bye. If you want this document, you can find it. Link in the description. Sure.